Hey guys, it's Mist here. Welcome to my first AMA and 1 year anniversary? Like, what? I honestly, and I say this all the time, and I'm so sorry for sounding like a broken record, but I'm actually really surprised I made it to 1 year. And it is 100% because of you guys. This kind of started as let me just record and see what happens. Nobody's gonna listen to it, and it's fine. No. Hang on. I have questions. No. You guys had questions. You sent me the questions, and I'm gonna go through the questions. But truly, I would not be here if it wasn't for all of you lovelies commenting, posting, liking. Like, you have no idea how that helps and keeps me so motivated to continue this. So I just wanted to do something a little different as a thank you. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I can do this. I can find my Documents app, and we'll go from there. Yes. Okay. So I chose just the questions kind of in order where it kind of like starts where like the channel started, and then I'll go into more maybe abstract questions. But anyway, first question is by Reza Deni Saptra. Also, they were originally known as unknown username, I think, but they lost their account. But I know who you are, Reza. You're unknown username. Anyway, Reza's question was, they said, I've always liked your character art in every ASMR story. Is she your OC, and if so, what is her name? The character that I've been drawing, I think since I've been actually drawing, not the AI bit that I had used at the beginning, and I'm so sorry I had used that. I did not realize at the time how, AI bad. I just knew there was no way in the world I had time to try to do all of this and draw. But I have been getting better, actually, at drawing since I started doing this. Yeah, her name is Mist. My name is Mist, and I also respond to Misty. It's fine. Either one is okay with me. I don't know the difference between an OC and an online name, so I'm sorry. I hope that answers your question. And Reza's other question is, will you continue the static and class rep story further? And yes, I absolutely plan to. Her story and static story is technically done, but I plan on doing a kind of a continuation of it. I guess it's more like if I get inspired to do something. Right now, I'm happy with where they are, but I don't like how it left it with Static's family. So okay, let me erase that. They are not done. I am not through with them. You will see them in the future, and I really like their relationship. So, long story short, yes, they are coming back. It's just probably not going to be a consistent, like how the dragon story has been back to back to back to back. Static story is more like it happens as I get inspired, and I kind of want to develop their story a little bit longer. But I want their story to be a little bit of a juxtaposition with the experimental roommate story, which I will, y'all can see that happen. Anyway, okay, I'm setting up now. Next person is Catchy Tunes, and their question is, why the name of the channel as MistTake? So this actually goes to my recording style. I'm sorry, I talk really fast when I get nervous. Blah, blah. Okay, so by the time you guys get the audios that I put out, I've recorded the same line probably between 4 to 6 times. And the way that I record is I will record in snippets. And as soon as I record, I go back and I listen to it. And if I don't like how it sounds, I immediately delete and then re-record. I don't know. It's a style of editing, and I can't remember the name of it. I am so sorry. If anyone wants to put it down in the comments what it's called, please go ahead. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just here for a good time at this point. But anyway, the name MistTake came because I make so many mistakes when I record. And it's also kind of a play on missed take, like the take I did, I messed it up. So anyway, that's where mistakes were made. And that editing style makes it so hard for me to keep bloopers because I'll mess up and I'll go blah, 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 and then I'll immediately go back and delete it. So I have to intentionally go, wait. I'm supposed to save bloopers. Don't just immediately delete them. Because sometimes, like, I'll hit my foot. I'm recording basically in a closet. I will hit my foot. I'll bang the mic. I'll hit my elbow because you have no idea how much I flail when I'm recording. And so when that happens, sometimes I hit the mic and you just hear me go, ow, or something silly like that. And so I try to remember to save the bloopers because if I'm going to laugh at myself, I'm going to make sure y'all can laugh at me too because some of them do sound really silly. Yes, that's where the name came from, Catchy. Okay, next question is by Pop Fartica, and they have been around for the longest time, I swear to God. Pop Fartica, you have always posted, it was just like little emojis. And I was like, oh, okay, I can respond back with emojis. And then you started responding with like text. And I was like, oh, who is this? Is this on Pop Fartica? Who is this? So anyway, thank you for your question. Pop Fartica's question was, how'd you get into ASMR? And how'd you come up with the character design? The blue with the ponytail is so spunky and beautiful. That is so sweet, Pop Fartica. So it started actually, I was writing first. I started by writing stories before I even thought about recording. And then I don't know how it happened, but I randomly got recommended a video. I believe it was by Phasmid. I could be wrong. Phasmid, I think it's Phasmid ASMR. And I was just kind of listening through them and I was like, wait a minute. You can have like audiobooks with sound effects? Hold up. It's not just somebody reading me a nice story. This person puts so much energy, emphasis, sound effects, like all these things. And I was just so enthralled. And I was just like, oh my God, this is a thing? This is a thing? So, I basically, I heard a story. I loved it. I'm pretty sure it was by Phasmid. And it was just, okay. So I am, okay. At my job, I am the storyteller. I'm the dramatic little one who does all the flares. I jump around. Like right now I'm jumping around. Stop it. I jump around. I do great hand gestures. I throw my voice all kinds of crazy, like up and down. Unfortunately, you guys have heard it where I guess my speaking style is not very consistent. Like it goes up, it goes down, it gets hyper, and then sometimes I throw in an accent. I'm going to do my best to not throw the accent because I'm trying to save it for, oh my God, what am I saying? Anyway, it was because of Phasmid. And I watched YouTube videos and I loved it and I decided I wanted to do one too. That did not answer the question at all. Okay, so the character design, so in real life, I actually do have a very long ponytail. I have long hair, not a long pony. Actually, no, it is a long ponytail. It goes down to my butt. Anyway, Um, so I have always wanted like colorful highlights, and unfortunately, I do work in a place that does not allow for unnatural colors in the hair. So unfortunately, I just have to run around with my boring black hair in a long ponytail. Um, so I figured might as well put a little streak of blue in there because I love blue. So I wanted her to have a blue streak in her hair. That was it, I promise. Okay. And the next couple questions is from Michael Starr, who has been very active in my comments. Thank you so much, Michael. You have no idea how happy I am when I see you comment. So I recognize y'all's names. Like I see Michael, I see Olivia, I see Patrick, I see Azublip, like Pop Fartica. Like there's so many Cozy. There's so many names, and I recognize. Sometimes it's maybe not by the name that I recognize, but I recognize the little icon. Is it the icon? What is it? Profile. Profile little picture. And so I do recognize y'all, and I get really happy when I see somebody, and I'm like, oh hey, I wonder what Cozy said, or I wonder what Olivia said, or there's a bunch of people, and I swear I know them. There's just so many of you, and I'm so shocked that like so many of you actually listen to my stuff. So thank you. I forgot what the question was. Hang on, I can do this. Okay, going back to Michael's question, I swear. This is what happens when I don't have a script. I bounce all over the place, and I talk really fast when I'm nervous, and I'm obviously very... Okay, calm down. We're good. We're so good right now. Anyway, Michael says, if you are big on music, what genres of music do you listen to? Honestly, I kind of listen to a little bit of everything. If it sounds good, I like it. K-pop, hip-hop, rock, metal, rap, whatever like music I hear, and if I like it, I hit the little, what is it called, like Shazam? Some kind of app that like, so I can look them up and save them into a folder later. Also, do movie soundtracks and soundtracks count as music? I assume they do, but I have an obscene amount of soundtrack music from like Hans Zimmerman, from like the How to Train Your Dragon series, Harry Potter. I know with Harry Potter, with what's her face being kind of crazy, but I grew up on the Harry Potter books, and so it is kind of nostalgic from the movies. God, what are the other ones? It's a lot of soundtracks. It's a lot, but they also say, expanding on that. Jeez, Michael. Okay, expanding on that, I'd like to ask you for 3 different songs. So demanding. Okay, 1 song from a different band artist, each ideally from different genres. All right, here we go. You ready? Numb by Linkin Park. Simple and Clean by Utada Hikaru from the Kingdom Hearts series. And seriously, I'm counting soundtrack music. Oh, the other one I really like from soundtracks is Avatar: The Last Airbender. The cartoon series, please. Oh my God, I get chills anytime I hear like that the opening song kind of pop up. I love it. Hans Zimmerman, again, from the Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, he puts out so many... She, I'm assuming... No, let me not assume. They put out wonderful music, and if I see it's by Hans Zimmerman, I'm like, okay, this is going to be a good song. Do anybody else do this? I'm pretty sure others do it, because if not, why would this exist? I will sometimes get in this mood where I will play the same song over and over and over and over and over on repeat. And so, like, I found like a 12-hour long repetition of a song. And I'll just play it in the background. And then I'll never listen to the song again. Like, I'll do that for like 2 or 3 days, and then I'm like, I never want to hear this again. But my current song on repeat is Adelia's Love Story and X Golden Brown, I think. And yes, I do have it on a 12-hour repeat, but it is such a beautiful song for like writing. It's very calming, and I have fallen asleep to that song a lot. So now I'm struggling with having this nice, beautiful, calming music, and then it putting me to sleep while I'm trying to write. So, anyway. I hope that answers your question, Michael. Ah. All right, next question is, do you sing? No. 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 I sound like a dying goose, okay? Or there was this video, and I've seen this on YouTube a lot. I think it's like Toad. Yeah, from the Mario game. Toad sings that one song, The Chandelier, and he's just like screaming at the top of his lungs where he's like, I speak with the chandeliers, or whatever. Whatever it is. No, I do not sing. But thank you. No, I do not sing. And I hate you, Michael, because I just looked up that song again, and now my ears are ringing. Thank you. Okay, so Michael's next question is, what are some tips or recommendations, anything like that, you'd like to give someone that wants to get into voice projects, whether it's ASMR, voice acting projects, anything? So the amount of free tutorials that you can find on YouTube is astounding. They range from like speaking classes, or how to strengthen your voice, how to change your voice, and when I tell you, so technically I kind of lied to you guys. My first video was actually posted back in November of 2024. And I posted it. I didn't know what I was doing. I just recorded everything into Audacity. No sound effects, no nothing. It was just a straight recording. I put it through YouTube. I listened to it and I went, oh my God, this is garbage. Immediately deleted it and didn't go back to uploading anything from, I think it was October, November. It was like Halloween season, until the actual video that I posted. I believe it was in like the beginning of April. I mean, it has to be the beginning of... Ow, that was my leg. One second. I'm okay. Jesus. Okay. So, the only real advice I can give is just go for it. Like I don't know about you guys, but I will always put up so many mental blockages. I'll give myself a million excuses as to why to not do something, because I'm just so scared of rejection, failure, all that kind of stuff. And once you just post it, it's like, well, there it goes. I can't do nothing anymore. And it was after that I listened to it and I was like, oh, this is garbage. No, this is not worthy of the world. So I deleted it. But I think it was just the fact I went through the whole process of recording, making a thumbnail. I didn't make it again. It was AI at the time. No more AI. As best as I can, I stay away from it. And so it went out there. And I didn't have an excuse anymore, because it's like, oh, I don't know how to upload onto YouTube. Yes, you do. I don't know what to do for a thumbnail. Yeah, you do. I don't know how to record. Unfortunately, you do, because it's already out there. So, long story short, just do it. Put something out there. Listen to it. You hate it, that's fine. Let it sit there for a little bit. Let it stew, and then go back and listen to it again, and try to see where you can make it better. The other thing is, mine is all Reddit. I would post onto Reddit and ask for feedback. And there are so many lovely people on Reddit, especially on the ASMR channels, where if you ask for feedback, they will gladly give it to you. And they're not mean about it. And if there is, screw them. But I have not actually run into anybody mean on Reddit. Everybody has been very kind, very supportive. And a lot of these people are just happy to have new people kind of joining in, this community. So post on Reddit, ask for advice, and then act on that feedback. Oh my God, this is going to be the longest video of me just rambling. I am so sorry. Okay, and Olivia 0820. Okay, Olivia has been there since the very beginning. Shout out to Olivia. She is amazing. I think she actually was the first person to comment. It was Olivia and Midnight Shades. They posted on my first video and they gave me such good feedback. And I was like, oh, there's nice people out there. They're not just going to point and laugh at me. What? And Olivia has been so supportive. So thank you, Olivia. And she has a question. She goes, If you had a favorite video game or one that you've been playing recently, if you're not a gamer, do you have any show, book, or movie that you want to gush about? Okay, I'm a gamer through and through, but I got kind of burnt out by the social aspect of it, and it was kind of becoming a really big time sink. Plus, I was going back to school again, and I was like, okay, I have to cut something out. And unfortunately, I had to kind of step away from. And then I think it was just because I felt really bad, like if we had a raid or we had not a raid, I think they're more called trials or group dungeons or whatever. If we had something scheduled, I had to rush home, try to get my dinner in, take a shower really quick from obviously I'm going to take a shower after my job. Jump online, and then sometimes you don't finish the dungeon, and it's just. It ends up becoming just a massive time sink. And I saw that if I was going to go back to school, I had to cut that one out. I didn't stop gaming completely. I just played more single player kind of games just because I could turn on the game, play for 20 minutes to half an hour, and then I'm like, okay, save, and then I move on. I don't have that feeling of I'm letting somebody down because, the tank's not there or the DPS isn't there. And I just, unfortunately, I just hit the crap out of my mic. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like letting people down, so I had to pull back. But single player games that I really liked, I actually pulled up my Steam for this. This is how bad this was, okay? I have like 400 to 600 plus hours on some of these games. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. It was over several years, okay? I've played games like Terraria, Stardew Valley, Coral Island, Dredge, Dave the Diver, my time at Sandrock / Portia, Icarus, Minecraft, but that was, I haven't played Minecraft in a long time, actually. Moving on, this is from Patrick. I believe it's Patrick the Meek, but it's Patrick. Hi, Patrick. What is the channel's origin story? So I kind of touched on it earlier, but I started writing before I started the channel. My therapist has been harping on me to start journaling, and I, unfortunately, have trust issues where it comes to actually writing, like physically writing into a journal. Somebody saw my journal when I was very young, probably, like 10, 11, God knows how old I was. But ever since somebody saw it and then they brought up stuff that I had wrote in there, I cannot physically, I live in my own house. There's only one other person in here with me, and it's my partner. So, and I don't care if they see it in my journal because everything that would go into it would go, like I would tell them about it. But I have such trust issues. And it's not just with journals either. It's actually with sketchbooks. My partner has purchased sketchbooks for me for like my birthday. And so my drawings, I've drawn since I was a little kid, and I didn't feel that my drawings were good enough to put in a book. So all my drawings are on like scratch paper that I'd find like random envelopes, printer paper like that is, I had to be really wanting to draw to get a thing of printer paper to actually draw, because then it'd be a whole page that I'm wasting. And so I would draw a lot on like lined paper, in like the margins of, God, this shows me how old I am. I used to write on lined paper in school. I don't know if y'all still do this because, there's computers everywhere. But I never felt that my drawings or my writings were good enough to put in a book. So it's kind of scattered all over the place. So I started typing my stories. And even then, I couldn't bring myself to like even type up a journal. So I actually just started writing stories. So the stories that I write, they are a combination of a lot of things. They can be either my own personal life. They could be things that my friends have lived through. These could be stories that I heard on Reddit. These are stories I hear at work. And I will never admit which ones I personally go through versus which ones my friends go through and I, even on the computer, when I tried writing it as a journal, it felt too exposed, I think yeah. So I started writing it as stories so I could kind of like remove myself from them. And I could still kind of process what I was feeling. But I really actually enjoyed the idea of writing, not just of like random ideas that pops in my head, but actually little anecdotes of things that I've gone through my life or things that I've witnessed, things that my friends have witnessed, just even stories that I hear on the news, on Reddit. It became kind of an outlet for me to process what I was hearing, listening, feeling, all that kind of stuff. But with it being like a third person, or like it's not me that's experiencing it, it's the character and the story that's experiencing it. And so as I continued to write, I loved listening to like stories from like Reddit, for example. And they would give me so many ideas, and I'm like, oh, that's so like that's such a weird take. It's really nice to see how the other person was thinking. And as I continued to write, I was randomly recommended something, and again, it was from Phasmid, and their storytelling was so amazing because it wasn't just the story, it was the story with sound effects, and you could like literally whatever they were portraying. And that's when I learned about the ASMR kind of role plays, which is hilarious because I have never role played. Nope, let me take that back. I go to Scarborough fairs. So is that role playing or is that dress up? I think that's more dress up because I don't think I actually like role play like a witch or anything like that. Witch or wizard or whatever it is I dress up as. What do I dress up as? I don't remember. Anyway, what was the question? If I could do this full time. Okay, so Patrick's next question is, would you do this full time if you could, or do you like having it as a hobby? Okay, I do have a career, and I'm very proud of it, and as it's very fulfilling. But I think I feel like I'm starting to kind of get burnt out. Like I get more. I feel like I have to put on a mask when I'm at work because you have to deal with so many people, and I think that's why I enjoy kind of interacting with you guys behind the computer, because I can interact with you when I have the energy. I'm not like forced to do it right now. Like it's not like there's a person in front of me. I have to address it. I have to fix whatever the problem is. This one is kind of like as my day goes on. If I have the energy, I happily and I love commenting when I have spare time. If I'm just kind of like I'm coming home from work and it's kind of goes at my own pace versus having to be on all the time in front of people. So if I could do this full time, hell yeah, I'd do it full time. Do you have any idea how cool that would be? But no, currently I it's not sustainable. And again, I do love my job, don't get me wrong, but this is such a fun way. It's such like it's so far removed from what I do. It's very, very far removed, and they're not even in the same like direction. It's like the opposite way. So it's so much fun because it's so different, and I learn something every time I look up a tutorial, because you have no idea how many times I'm looking up tutorials on how to do stuff. Everything I do is on the fly. Like if I put out a video, I had to Google like, how do I make a scary voice? I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's do this. Let's see what we can do. But it's so much fun to learn, and then not only am I learning, but I can actually implement it. There's so many good ones on YouTube. And of course, it's nothing wrong with the tutorial's fault. It's a user error. It's 100% me. But yeah, this I get the amount of joy I get from this. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It could have been a full-time career because I get the same emotions I get at work is the same emotions I get while doing this. It's fun, it's stressful, it's frustrating, it's fulfilling, it's nauseating, it's cringy, it's embarrassing, but it's so much fun, and I love it. If I could do it full time, absolutely I would. What is your friends' or family's reaction to your internet persona? Hoo-hoo! Nobody knows about this. Only one person does, and that's my partner. And actually, they have been incredibly supportive. Like at the beginning, when I first started, and I don't know how y'all do this. I cannot stand the sound of my own voice. Ah! And they kept encouraging me and said, hey, it's okay. You're having so much fun doing this. I haven't seen you this excited. Just do it. It's okay if nobody listens. Just have fun. And they encouraged me so much. From November of 2024 to April of 2025, when I first started doing this, there are a ton of audios, and I just found them. They were hiding away in like a back corner of my computer. And oh my God, it's so cringy. You will never see. Okay, maybe not. I'm not lying. You might see these. I'll probably put them on my Patreon just because I'm like. But they encouraged me, even though I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is so embarrassing. What am I doing? What if somebody recognizes me? And they're like, no, you're fine. I promise. Just have fun. So I kept going, and I decided to go ahead and post the first video, in like the first like actual video that I kept up for more than like 24 hours in April of last year. And so you can thank them for it. You might see them actually. They've actually voiced something, but they did not want credit, even though I want to put their name on it. So maybe in the future you might hear them. But yeah. Only my partner knows. Nobody else. Okay, and Patrick's next question was, are there any other forms of content like animation, etc., that you're curious about making? Some of you have figured out that I do have another channel. I think it's called like MistTake Reads. There's nothing on there. I grabbed it because I was like, maybe I might do this in the future, but I thought about doing like Reddit read stories. I love listening to the Reddit reads, like when I'm driving home or going to work, or when I have like free time. And I don't know about animation. I get so frustrated with with Sony Vegas trying to do what tiny little bit, if you'd even call it animation, that I do. I think I'm gonna do a Reddit reads channel maybe, and I think that might be the most that I can do because I am still in school. There's too many things I want to do, and there's not enough hours in a day. And the next part for Patrick had a lot of really good questions. Good job, Patrick. My gosh. Artistic background, none. Nothing. Anything art related is just me. Like, when I was like in like middle school or high school, I always took art classes. But you know what? Actually, my high school art teacher really did not like me, and didn't think that animation or comics or manga, manhwa, anything like that was considered art. So I stopped going to art classes probably after the 10th grade. I used to draw when I was stressed. It was like a fun, just like a stress relief kind of thing. And honestly, you can trick your mom into thinking you're actually doing homework when you are just doodling in the margins of the page. So I kept the facade of a very studious child when in reality I'm over here drawing crap in the corners. The next question by Patrick. Any advice you'd give to day one you? Record something. Anything. Just record it and post it. I know you're going to make up a million excuses as to why you don't want to post it, but just do it. Just post it. Post it to a forum. Just do it. Just stop making up excuses. Record it. If you like it, even if you don't like it, just post it. Come back to it maybe in like 24 hours and listen to it. Post it to forums. People are so much nicer than you realized. So stop being a chicken shit and just do it. Let's see. Patrick's next part says, what are the biggest ups and the biggest downs of this? So the biggest ups that I get is seeing everyone's reactions to what I made. I feel so happy knowing that I made someone else happy. I don't even care how many subscribers I have. I'm always looking for like comments because I want to see, did the story like connect to you? Did it make you laugh? Did it make you cry? Did it like make you frustrated? Like what? Like I just love seeing your reactions to it. And seeing how like this little silly story that I just dreamt up, how it affects you, it really makes my day. And I really do want to thank you guys because I have become significantly more curious about like just not only just like the emotions that I feel, but like the world. So I listen. I'm like more present. I listen to like the things that are going around me. Like the other day, I was at the park and I'm just sitting there I was just laying on a park bench. Why did I do that? I don't know. There was ants. It was ants. Ugh, I hate ants. But I was like, you know what? There's nobody out here right now. There was some people, but they were really far away. And I just kind of laid down and I was just like looking up at the trees. And I was like, this is such a beautiful moment. And I wanted to capture that as best as I could. So I just listened. I could hear the sounds of the trees and I was watching the clouds. And that's not something that I had done before this. Like my whole life has just been go, 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 get through high school, get through college, get a job, just go, 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 go. You can rest when you're dead. But that's one of, I guess I would call it as one of the highs is just the happiness that I feel being in that moment and trying to figure out how to translate it for y'all to feel as well. I don't know. Is that a high? You know what? It is to me. So, yeah. But that also kind of comes at a cost. And the lows are how exhausted I am at the end of the weekend because I am so drained from like my regular work that when I come home, I maybe have a half an hour before I pass out. And so everything that I do, I'm writing, I'm recording, I'm drawing, I'm coloring, I'm editing, and then video editing on top of that. And I'm doing that all within about like 2 days because I want to get it out to you guys, especially for Patreon. I am so sorry. I'm always kind of behind on that because I'm like, I want y'all to feel that it was worth it to like give me that extra support. But then a lot of times I'm falling behind. And so I'm like, okay, just go, 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 go. And I can rest on Sunday because I want to post it by Saturday. And so literally Thursday night, Friday night, and then into Saturday morning, I'm in such a rush to try to put stuff out. And I don't want it to go out if it's not perfect. But I've actually started to learn that it's okay that it's not perfect. Did I get like the 90% of the gist of what I want y'all to feel? Like if I can do that in, we'll say 10 hours, do I need to spend an additional 5 hours just, focusing on like the little tiny nitty gritties that's not going to make a huge difference? And I've had to learn to kind of let that go. I hope y'all don't see it because like the first couple of them, I would spend about 20 hours recording, editing and all that. And when I tell you my weekend blows away, it's gone. And I just feel so tired at the end of it. But at the same time, I'm so fulfilled. So that would be the only downside is I wish I had more time to do this. Patrick's next question is artistic inspiration, anime, manga, manhwa. I loved the art style from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I love their art. I just really, if it's pretty, I want to look at it, and if it's something like really intriguing, like for example, I've seen so many art tutorials on YouTube, and some of their arts are so beautiful, and I just want to like learn how to do what they do. But it's really, I get a lot of inspiration from manga, manhwa, anime, stuff like that. Because can I paint? Absolutely not. And let's see, shout out or call out any online services, software, or vendors that you've used. I blame the Lev VA for this. Humble Bundle, ooh, they have so many audio packs, and I have been buying so many. So I blame you, Lev. I don't know if he's going to listen to this, but I blame you. What else? I use Soundly for the first 10,000 sounds. Unfortunately, I am now at 38,000 sound effects. It's a lot to go through, and yeah, they're both very good programs. Humble Bundle, Lev is not a program. He's a wonderful voice actor. I was about to say VTuber. I'm like, is he a VTuber? No, not yet. And let me see, Patrick's next one is shout outs to any creators. Lev, he's the voice actor who put me onto the Humble Bundles, and he does amazing work. So please go check him out. I will put his info down in the description below. And Insomni Owl, they have some gorgeous music on their page, and I was just so enthralled by it. We are going to be working together on a project, so fingers crossed. I hope you guys enjoy it. But yes, Insomni Owl and Lev. I called you guys out. Okay. This next question comes from Xavier Mexawar. Xavier Mexawar. I am so sorry if I mess up your name. They said, you have a Dragon Girl series, so are you interested in fantasy in any way? Games, movie, anime, etc. I love anime, manga, manhwa, video games. I really like watching people play D&D, but the closest I've ever come to playing it was like playing Baldur's Gate, if you can even call it that. All right, and now I'm doubling back to Catchy Tunes because they actually had a couple other questions. I did not miss it. I just wrote it down here. They ask, where do you get your ideas, or where do most of your ideas come from? Okay, so it's actually, I was writing before I started the channel, and it was a way of kind of me processing. It was almost like a journal, but a thrice removed journal. And instead of having it as a journal, I said, well, why don't I just make it as stories? So a majority of these ideas come from like a mixture of my experiences from real life, from people watching, ear hustling, of just people around me, from stories I hear from Reddit, manhwas, mangas, just any kind of anything that I consume. I'm always kind of listening. And then sometimes my brain will just kind of click when I'm just daydreaming, and I'm like, oh, wouldn't that be so cool if, X and Y plus Z happened, but then here's the twist of blah, 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 blah. And it's just, it kind of just comes from everywhere, honestly. Yeah. The next question was, how are you doing this Easter? And I'm doing good. I got to see my mom and my family, and I haven't seen them in like 2 years. And actually, oh my God. Okay, so I have to tell you about this. My baby cousin, before I left for college, she's several years younger than me. She actually saved, and I don't even remember doing this, but I started reading it. I was like, oh yeah, I vaguely remember writing this. I wrote her like this freaking, oh God, it looked like a freaking, like this huge essay. I made her a birthday card, and I just wished her as much happiness in the future. And, it was like, I was reading it and I was like, aw, I was so nice back then. What happened? But no, actually, it was really cute because she actually had some of my old drawings. I've been drawing since I was really young. And she actually, this baby, I was like, oh, that's so cute. She had an old drawing of mine and she still had it on her wall because she loved it. And I was like, girl, this thing's like ancient. And she was like, I know, I love it. So I got to stroll down memory lane thanks to her, and she brought me the card so I could read it. And she was like, you can't have it though. Like, I look at this all the time. I'm like, oh, this is so cute. Basically, it was just, I think I was saying something like I was trying to encourage her, and she has a little bit of a difficult life as well, and I just wanted to give her that encouragement of like, don't let people look down on you, do your best. We'll always be there for you, and just kind of stuff like that, because I grew up with her. Obviously, she was my baby cousin, and it was honestly, it was really nice to see that, and some of my old drawings. Like, I was truly surprised that she had that, because like I said, I never felt that my drawings were really worth keeping, so I never did like books or anything like that. So the fact that she had that, I was really happy, and I was really touched, and I told her thank you and that I love her. But yeah. Okay, and next question is from Azu Bilp, not Azu Blip. I'm so sorry, I kept calling you Azu Blip for the longest time, and then I went, oh no, wait, it's Azu Bilp. Anyway, their question was, do you ever think about what the listener says, or do you just assume that there is something and that is being said to make the speaker react in a certain way? So a lot of times when I'm writing, I actually will write what I think the listener's response is, and then I delete it, because guess what? My dumb butt behind, as I'm reading through my own script, I will read that out loud. So yes, I do imagine what I assume the listener's response would be. And I could be wrong. My assumption could be totally wrong, but guess what? That's just the way the story goes. Okay, and the next question I have, I think this is one of my last questions. Oh no, there's one more after this. I'm sorry. My computer is acting up, so I hope this is recording. Cozy Ambience ASMR 780's question is, are you like the characters you portray? And do you have the blue highlights like your characters? Yes and no. Okay, yes. I have tricked you. If you met any of my real life friends, you would know that I am quite the dramatic storyteller. I'm a little drama llama. I bounce around while I'm talking. I do little hand gestures and flourishes and, little dances and just silly things just to make people laugh. And yes, my voice bounces all the time, as you can tell. It's just, it goes all over the place, my voice. And I love collecting random idioms. And I unfortunately do have a really bad habit of kind of blurting out what's in my brain. I speak to think. I think there was a story I did earlier. I actually process by either speaking first, and then as I talk it out loud, that's when I kind of start kind of piecing things together. My mouth has gotten me in trouble more than once. Because so I do have a problem with if I see something is unfair, I get absolutely incensed. And if I see someone getting taken advantage of and they're not saying anything back, I have, unfortunately, and this is what got me into trouble, stood up for them. And I was a little bit fiery when that happened. But of course, it could be a cultural thing. It could be just a different way that we grew up. I don't like seeing people being taken advantage of. And when I see that they don't speak up and, they just kind of keep taking it, I hate that. And I have inserted myself into multiple situations where that has happened. And even if I got in trouble, I didn't care at that point. Yeah, is it scary to end up, in front of your big boss or your principal or whatever saying, you can't say that. I'm like, okay, well, you've got another problem. I am not the problem. I might be. Okay, I take that back. I'm probably the problem. But I'm not the source of the issue, okay? I am a side effect of the true issue. I've already told you what's wrong, and if you don't address it, I will continue to be a little brat. But I have had to step back because if I try to help someone over and over and over again, but they like continuously go towards the problem and like willingly put themselves in that problem, after a certain point, I'm just like, you know what? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. And so I'm just like, all right, don't look at me. Don't even come to me. Don't complain to me, because I've given you too much of my own energy, my time, my brain power, and you insist on putting yourself in this situation. So any of the consequences, that's all on you. Yes. So yeah, I'm very similar to my characters. I don't know if I still have that Tsundere vibe. I do. Never mind. I am very similar to my characters. I'm sorry. Okay, last question is actually from Lev, the one that I called out for getting me addicted to Humble Bundles. Anyway, where do you get your sound effects if it's not a secret? I will actually post it down in the description, but the sound effects that, let me not hit that. The sound effects I get are from a bunch of free websites, but I will post them in my description if anyone isn't interested. But I typically go for the ones that are Creative Commons 0, because I don't want to get into any trouble. And yes, I still blame Lev for introducing me to Humble Bundles, because they have lovely games on sale along with sound effects, like huge sound effect bundles, like hello. But yes. All right. Thank you guys for coming and listening to me ramble. I probably have to go back and fix this, because I definitely rambled a lot, and I am so sorry. Thank you for coming, and I hope to see you guys in the next silly story that I put out. And I really do thank you guys. You are all amazing, lovely people, and I am so happy to have found such a supportive little community as you all. And so I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a good day, week, life, year, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.